Hello Moment friends, Andang here for another episode of March of the King. When we last left off, we were getting ready to go and do all these quests that were just like do menial tasks and collect things and do all that stuff. I've done all that off camera. We're now going to be talking once more with Erblin and then making our way onto the camp, doing all the scouting stuff, and we're just going to be finishing off March of the King today. Not in this episode, but by the end of the day we will be finishing off because on LOTRO Players News, Update 19 review is tonight, and so I have to get through Update 19 before tonight. So we're getting kind of close, but it's going to still be a lot of work, so let's get going.
Plight?
The many flowers and herbs of Ithilien are of great value to us, as well as the people of Gondor. For that reason we tend to them very carefully. Where any are claimed by hand or death, another is planted by our company. You have helped ensure that the lands of Ithilien will remain vibrant, even in the face of the enemy. And you have my thanks. Alright, well, you're welcome, buddy. We're gonna move on to do, hopefully, more important things in this direction, not the other way, because we have all the stuff back at the Ranger camp, and then scouting up towards Aragorn's camp and Mordor. So we need to be heading in that direction.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
Yes, that looks to be enough. Now then, take those files to one of our workbenches and apply the slime to our arrowheads. Do work carefully, my friend. I would not want you to stumble into the falls. Yes, because then I would land in the lake where you would have to kill me. That would not be something we'd want.
Faith alone will not stop the enemy.
The traps are laid then. I shall send one of our number on patrol to check them soon to make sure you really did do what you said. At best, we shall have more meat and leather for our needs, and at worst, some unfortunate orc will meet his end. And that is not too bad. You have my thanks, Andang. Yes, you're welcome. Alright, let's take care of this workbench here. Oh, you're kidding, we have to do it each time? Oh man, we gotta be careful here. I like how there's literally a ranger right here just standing around not doing anything, but we're the ones expected to take care of these arrows very well. Well, knowing the rangers, they probably would be the ones to fall in the falls, so it's probably best we do this. Here we go, we're now tending to all the various rangers. All I need now is some rest. Yes, that's what you all say. Because rangers love to sleep. Alright, he said something different, finally. Alright, let's go talk once more with you, good sir.
Let us hope you bring glad tidings, friend.
We shall be well prepared the next time a troll strays too close to Hineth Noon. Even if we do not slay it before it flees, I doubt it shall be any help to its master for some time. Excellent work, my friend. Yes, no problem. There's another quest over here. You have my thanks, Andang. The wounds of war are not easily healed, and I fear more difficult times still lie ahead, even after our victory at the White City. Now more than ever, our resolve must not falter in the face of the enemy. Alright, we completed all those quests. Now we can move on to these different scouting missions. So let's go ahead and do that. Here is the final troll. Looks like he fell into some trouble here. This troll was caught in the sunlight as the dawnless day faded. Yes, I would say so. Alright, so we completed all the trolls. Now we have to go all the way back over to that guy over there. Alright, well, we will do that later. For now, we shall continue on our scouting mission. The enemy forces may have recently passed through this location, but none remain. Arnil nods at you as you catch up with him. Yes, well, I think he might be up there and we're way down here. So we need to figure out a way around. So it turns out it was just right here. It's not even hardly a high lookout point. I thought we were supposed to look out from like way up there. But no, we're just looking out from right here. So, alright, we'll aid him in looking. Orndil was right. There are signs the enemy seeks to ambush Aragorn at Cirith Nagan. Alright, that's great. Let's go talk to all these people once again. I am relieved that our foes have not encroached any more closely, but I do not trust we are free of them. They will come again, and we must be ready for them. Dornak means well, but I shall speak to him about be using more caution when scouting. Even the slightest rustle can expose our position, and to be exposed means to be slain. Thank you, Ende. After I sent you on patrol, I sent several other rangers to track our foes in the further reaches of Ithilien. Many of them went north, a few to the west, and a few to the east. The border of Daggerland has always been contested, but our foes have emboldened by the Master's rage, and pour across it in greater numbers than we have previously weathered. It has been some time, and I would hope that my scouts have all returned by now. I would ask that you gather their reports and deliver them to me. Search for my scouts in Hinethanoon, and hear what they have learned of our foes. For many years, the Rangers have held refuges throughout the lands of Ithilien. However, as the enemy regained his terrible might, we have begun to lose our footholds one by one, and now only Hinethanoon remains. Our hidden refuge of Torganoth held long against the enemy forces, outlasting both Thurindath and Abab-Dolin, but it too fell. I wonder what has become of them since we were forced to abandon them. With all we have endured in the great battle, can we now hope to reclaim what was lost? I would ask that you scout them, my friend. Torngoroth can be found along a riverbed far to the northwest, Thurindath to the north, and Adab-Dolin along the mountains of Shadow far to the southeast. Go with haste, and tell me what you uncover. The time of the Rangers is not yet ended. Alright, let's collect these scout reports. Ithilien may be beset by foes, my friend, but we have not yet lost the advantage. Our foes are large in number, but lacking in resolve. They do not share our knowledge of the lands, and there remain many things in the dark of these woods that might strike fear into the heart of an orc. It is that fear we prey on, Andang. The breaking of branches, a chirp that breaks the silence, and the howl of a great beast. Our foes have quailed before them all. Orcs and Kolodar alike search in the lands surrounding Hinethanoon, and they have feared what lurks in the shadows of Ithilien. Seek their searchers in the lands around Hinethanoon, and let loose a cry when you remain hidden from their sight. The fear we can instill in them is greater to our cause than any amount of bloodshed. Maybe, buddy. Gathered reports from the Ranger. Alright, so we're just gathering the reports. We're not even reading them, apparently. Okay. None have come to the Forbidden Pool. Not today. Well, that's great. Alright, Aragorn, let's talk.
The Rangers of Ithilien have spoken to me of that pass.
Thank you for the report, Andang. I wondered if our foes would seek to mount a final resistance to our march, and it seems as if they will attempt it at Cirith again. The Rangers of Ithilien have spoken to me of that pass. They have often used it to surprise unwary foes, and it was there they recently ambushed a marching force, accompanied by a fearsome mummock, and drove the beast from the bonds of its handlers. The creature scampered from Cirith again, and away from the war, and now there is no whisper of it. Will the orcs seek to do the same to the host of the West? They cannot be allowed to succeed in this, Andang.
We will need skill and stealth if we are to ambush the ambushers.
If we are here to ambush the ambushers, we will need a small force of skilled hunters and trackers who can move stealthily throughout the woods unseen. Hethedir, by the lookout point above the Forbidden Pool, will know which of the Rangers of Ithilien will be best suited for this purpose. Some of my kin will want to take part in the adventure as well. Speak to Dagoras in the cave of Hinathanun, and he will assemble these others.
I will choose rangers of our band that are up to this task.
I have heard that a force of orcs and easterlings seeks to waylay King Elisar's army as he proceeds northward through the pass of Cirith Nagin. These monsters and their foul allies are monstrous fools if they think to use our own tricks against us. This is the land of the moon, and many are the moons that have risen and set upon my life. Still, I am here, Faramir's most loyal friend, and I will aid him until I breathe my very last. Younger men you will find, quicker perhaps, but none will know this land as I do. It is neither my lot nor my desire to lead in anything but this. I will lead our men into the woods and against our foes, and back again. I will choose rangers of our band that are up to the task. Well, okay, he's very confident in his own ability. That is good to know, I suppose.
I will find others of my people who wish to help.
I am no stranger to the errands of secrecy, Endang, and I know that neither are you. There was once a time when I would say we could have handled this ambush by ourselves, but there is wisdom in being prepared. I will find others of my people who wish to help, and we will have greater chance of success if they are beside us on secret feet. Battle on the open plain is very different from forest fighting. I will not say it will be a relief to engage in the latter once again, but every man of the company has seen enough of the former by now to last him until the end of his days. Oh hey, Legolas is here. I didn't even see Legolas. Legolas looks at you with a raised eyebrow and a hurt expression.
I hope you are planning to ask me to join on this endeavor.
I did not want to be left out of such an adventure. Perhaps Aragorn asked for me by name, and you thought he asked for Dagoras instead? Legolas laughs, a musical sound. I will gladly accompany you to ambush the ambushers, my friend. Tell me when you are ready and we can leave. Okay, well, self-inviting much. Good grief. Oh, Legolas. Alright, let's get this thing started.
Let us make our plans and then depart for Cirith Nagin.
Let us make our plans with the Rangers of Ithilien, and with Aragorn's kin. And then we will depart for Cirith Nagin, to surprise our foes. Alright, let's go and surprise these foes, I suppose.
Orcs and Easterlings have set a trap for the host of the West, but now we seek to foil the ambush before it can be sprung.
Gimli's here as well. We have come a long way round Cirith Nagin, Andang, and now we are in position to surprise the Orcs and Easterlings before they can attack Aragorn's host. We will descend upon them in full-throated fury, and send them screaming back to their own lands, or to death. No, Gimli. We must maintain our secrecy and remain quiet as we approach. What? But Gandalf said he wanted us to make noise. You cannot expect me to charge into battle without a battle cry, Legolas. The orcs will have a picket north of the pass. You and Andang need to defeat them, silently. Maybe you could whisper your battle cry, Gimli. Whisper? Humph! All right, Andang. Let us find these enemy pickets, quietly. Orcs are close, Andang.
Baruch Kazad.
Whispering of Baruch Kazan, that is awesome. Oh my goodness. While adventuring in North Ithilien during the instance, you have come upon many of the enemy forces in the old ruins of North Ithilien and in the foothills of Efel Dorath. The enemy forces suffered a setback in Gondor, but the Dark Lord is far from bested. You should defeat the enemy's forces in North Ithilien and make clear the way for the host of the West. That was me speed reading because we are in an instance. Another scout. Alright, let's face these off, Gimli. I think we've been unnoticed so far, Landing. Yes, I think you're right, Gimli. There are forces nearby.
Khazad Aminu.
Oh, that's awesome. Someone else approaches. There is no enemy, it is a ranger. Dagoras. The rangers are in position, Andeng, and so too are the elves. Now we just need someone to give the signal to attack. Why don't you walk down the road behind Cirith Negin, and let our enemies know they have been outmaneuvered. The time for stealth is over. Now we are ready to launch the attack. Your attack will be the signal for the rest of us, Andeng. Finally, no more sneaking around. Let's go, Andeng. Alright, here we go.
Baruch Khazad!
Alright. Hey, we're under attack. Yeah, you think? Oh, that's awesome. The Rangers showed up. They're fighting over there. That is really cool. Victory. Alright. Let that be a warning to the foes of King Elisar. The day is ours. We fought, my brother. Well done, Gimli. You were as quiet as anyone should have expected, my friend. The threat has passed. We have victory. The enemy has been dispersed, and will no longer pose a threat to the host of the West. Thank you for your heroism, Andeng. I must thank your friend Gimli as well, both for the swing of his axe and the stillness of his tongue during our approach. I know that dwarves enjoy to bellow, and keeping his quiet must not have been easy. We have all done a service for Aragorn this day. I am glad to have made the road safe for the host. Let us return to Aragorn and report of our success.
We dispersed our foes, but do you think it was too easy?
Thanks to our efforts and those of our friends, the host of the West will now be able to proceed safely throughout Cirith Negin. And yet, my mind turns over and over upon an idea that will not leave me in peace. We foiled the ambush and dispersed our foes, true, but does it seem to have been too easy? Certainly our friends in Ithilien have ambushed many foes from that spot with success, but this effort on our part, on the part of the orcs and Easterlings, does not seem to have had any real chance of victory. Their force was too disorganized to cause us any trouble. Indeed, it seems to me that even had we stumbled unknowingly into the trap, we still might have survived to rout our foes. Will you mention my concerns to Aragorn? There is something peculiar in all this. These reports are troubling, and much will need to be done to ensure our foes cannot gain more of a hold in Ithilien. The Condolar are a terrible foe, for they are unlikely to surrender in direct combat. If we are to rout their forces in Ithilien, it must be through total defeat. The orcs of Mordor are more easily spooked, but their number are endless, and the Dark Lord drives them further into Ithilien each day. To be free of even one of our foes would be a great boon to our cause. Have you a moment, Andeng? The heavy paws of the Black Land have laid above Ithilien for far longer than the rest of Gondor. and the Ashai sour air that rises over Efel Durath all too often sweeps into our lands. Worse still are the foul rains that cascade down those black slopes, for they bring with them a blight. This blight has spread into our waters in the past, aided by raiding parties of orcish defilers. Now, more than ever, it is necessary that the stream of Hinethanoon remain free of Mordor's poisons. This is our only refuge from the onslaught of Mordor's forces, and without fresh water, our company is doomed to failure. Here, take these water skins, fill them in the forbidden pool in the stream, as it passes through the field of Cormallen to the west, as well as within the stream's source along the Efel Durath to the east. I have no reason to believe the water is blighted, but I must be certain.
Dagras is troubled by the ease with which the ambush was upset.
I think there is an answer for that, though it may not soothe his worries. I deem that the chief purpose of that ambush was to encourage us to keep on our course, to draw us on with a false estimate of the enemy's weakness. If it did cause us harm, so much the better, but I think it unlikely that it was intended to do anything other than to feint our strength, and to bring us on with confidence.
Go to Bar Tarnaher and learn what the Rangers know of the road ahead.
Do not let my assessment challenge your resolve, my friend. That the enemy believes he has us at a disadvantage means that he prepares to seize the bait and fall into the trap we have set for him. We must not give him any sign that his real danger lies elsewhere, or we will endanger more than our own lives. All of Middle-earth will be at risk. And so we continue. There is a tower to the northwest of Hinethanoon, a ruin called Bar Tarnaher. From there the Rangers of Ithilien have launched many strikes upon the orcs. Go with Legolas and Gimli to Bar Tarnaher, and learn what the Rangers at that place know of the road ahead. Alright, well I think that this is a good place to stop. Thank you everyone so much for watching another episode of March of the King. When we return, we'll go to that tower and learn of what must be learned. But that's not till next time. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you again real soon for another episode of March of the King.